Today we're going to check out the HoverAir X1. Wait a minute, that's the old X1. This is the new one. This is the Pro Max edition. They sent me a whole bunch of stuff to play with today, so I'm super excited. We're going to unbox this right now. We're going to take it out of the box. It is so much more than the original X1. So this one, 4K at 30 frames per second. This one will do 8K. So if you're wondering, like, should I get this or the DJI Neo? There is no comparison in this video, and it'll also do 4K at 120 frames per second. It has a transmitter that you can get with it. It has a carry case. It has a lot with it. So let me go ahead and show you what it can come with, what you can get with it, the accessories, and then we'll show you some of the flight modes and some of the indoor and outdoor footage of the brand new Pro Max from HoverAir. It's so cool. Okay, this is the box you get inside here. It tells you to read this before your first flight, install the app and all that stuff. Inside this case is the drone itself. Got the 2-up charger right here. It has both of the batteries, and these batteries, they are rated as thermal batteries, so they can go to extreme cold and extreme heat. This drone has a different top plate to it than the original X1 Air. It has a push button here and 2 buttons here. If you press both these buttons at the same time, it'll link up to the transmitter or the beacon. Some other accessories that are pretty cool is the beacon and joystick bundle. This allows you to have a 3-part joystick kind of motion controller. You can hold it in one hand, so you can do it one-handed with motion control, very similar to the DJI Avata 2, or you can put it all together here. Inside this case are all the pieces, and you can use it as a beacon, a motion controller, or a 2-up stick controller. So it does like 3 different things, and you have 2 choices for sticks inside the box. These come off and they just stick right on the controller right there. You also have a full color screen that shows up here from pairing it up with the drone, and it shows you like a little mini kind of screen here, which is a touch screen as well for starting and stopping the video. That's pretty cool. And then they have the handlebar mount, which I actually love a lot because it's kind of like this gummy type of material. It goes around the handlebar on your bike or whatever you want to kind of mount this to. And it has a GoPro connector, so I'll probably be using this for some of my e-bike reviews. But you can put that beacon right on top of this, and then you can just ride around and have your drone follow you with a little bit better AI assisted follow me, which is really cool. That's the handlebar mount. Then you have the magnetic adapter for the magnetic clip for the beacon as well. And they also make some ND filters, which is kind of nice for those brighter days and you just want to jazz up the colors a little bit. Another cool accessory they have is the power case. It's pretty much a portable power case that you put the drone into. It has kind of a magnetic little pouch that comes apart right here. The drone slides right into here. You put the adapter on the side, close it up. Once you do, you have a display port here. It shows you how much your battery's charged, and it does charge the thermo style batteries. It has an external USB-C port as well for charging up your iPhone or any other type of devices. They say that this power case should get you an additional 2 battery charges. Feels pretty nice. It has a nice little soft texture on the outside. It has the power display here, and you can see the drone charge here. And you have the optional strap hinges, which are aluminum on each side. And I think we should do some flying. So we're gonna put one on, snap it just like that. You can fly it on the phone if you just get it standalone. I think the standard version comes in around like $499. And the next version is around $699. But let's go ahead and hook it up to the phone and the beacon, and let's play around with some of the different modes it has. I'm gonna go ahead and hold down the power button until it turns on and just hold it here flat in my hand. So now I can see myself in the camera view. That's cool. So let's go ahead and press the button to take off. Okay. Now we're going to press record. All right. So now it's switched to internal storage, which is cool because it does have internal storage. So let's see if it's going to follow me. So right now it's in a tracking mode, and I didn't really do anything on the drone. I just put it in hover mode. And over here on the left-hand side of my screen, I have something called manual control. I'm going to tap that button, and now I can use the sticks to fly it around with the phone. If you don't have the transmitter or you want to buy that later, you can start out flying like this. So I'm going to use a little bit of yaw here. See if I can go left and right. That's cool. Now I can go up and down. So I can go ahead out into the field now, and I can do some flying like I'm doing a standard drone review with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some altitude. And I'm going to bring my camera down a little bit so I can see myself. Hi, guys. So I got camera control up and down. And I think we should tilt it back up and just go for a little test ride out there with the virtual controls on my phone. I'm going to come up just a little bit. Kind of a stutter there. Now we're going to use both the yaw stick and the pitch control here. We'll see how well it does around things like objects. We can fly at the car and see if it avoids the car. I'm sure it won't. But that's pretty that's pretty cool. I've got like a little live view here. It's pretty intuitive, actually. This is the first time I've flown it, so this is the maiden flight, you guys. I'm gonna go out into the field a little bit, and that is full tilt right there. That's as fast as it'll go. So I've been recording now for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. That is cool. So let's try return to home. I'm going to go ahead and hit return to home. It's turning around by itself. And now it should be coming back to our landing pad right here. It's going up. That's pretty high up there, actually. It's higher than I thought it would go. You can change the variance of height that it comes back to the home point. Now the battery's at 80%. And I wonder if I can go into the settings while we're in return to home. I doubt it. Okay, now it's at its return altitude right above the home plate. Let's see how close it lands to where H marks the spot right there. Now it's coming back down. And after this, we'll try out some of the flight modes on here. Came down pretty quick, actually. Now it's looking for its landing. You can put your hand under it and it'll land on your hand if you want to. It's actually telling me to place my hand under there. So I'm going to put my hand under it and safely land it in the palm of my hand. That's pretty cool. Let's try out another mode here. It says manual control right now, which we were in. And let's see. It might take off back out of my hands when I press the middle button. So we need to get out of manual control. So how do we do that? It's waiting to take off. I'm going to go back into the smart view. I just went out of smart view. So now it's going to do something called zoom out. Let me go ahead and get into smart view and let's test out zoom out mode. Let's press the middle button. So now it's going to do 5 feet. It's going to take off. Okay, let's see what it does. And it's doing kind of like a selfie reveal. So if you want to do a 5 foot out reveal, and now it's going to come back in. That's a pretty easy mode. Okay, let's see what else it has. It has follow. We'll try that with the bicycle and the beacon. Now it has orbit. So let's walk out here a little bit. And like, this is so easy just to like press the button in whatever mode I want to fly. So I don't even really have to use the phone. So right now it's going to do a 5 foot orbit. And I've complained about other orbit modes on other drones before not being like, not being low enough. And this one is almost coming right at me. It's like literally up close and personal. It's kind of scary. Now it's coming back for landing. So that's been the problem with some of the other orbit modes. I feel like they want to be like 3 meters up, to 4 meters above your head, and they're looking down on you from such a high altitude. And this one just kind of stays right where you are. So if you're on vacation somewhere and you wanted to do like an orbit mode close up and just see where you are. Okay, now we'll do bird's eye. All right, now we're gonna go up to 16 feet. Let's see how that does. All right, see you later. Bird's eye. Come on, baby, do it. I'm not super impressed with that view, but you know, that's kind of your satellite shot. 16 feet. I'm not really impressed with that one. That one I could probably do without. Come on back down here. We need to do some follow me with the beacon. And let's just see if there's another mode on here we haven't played with. Oh, we haven't played with dolly track. Let's try that one. Okay. And I think as AI gets more incorporated into these drones and these type of modes, this is going to be a lot of fun because it kind of frees us up to do other things that we want to do. So the drone is moving a lot right now. I'm not sure what it looks like in the camera view, but it is sticking to the side of me right now. That's pretty cool. So I can just see if I can lose it. I always said there's no running from a drone, and I think I've proven that it's true. Oh wow, it got on the throttle to keep up with me just then. Watch this. Oh yeah. Holy crap. That was pretty scary, actually. There's no getting away from this thing. All right, so I'm gonna stop the video right there. And let's see if it'll return. So, okay, cool. Come on back over here. How scary and terrifying and cool was that? Holy moly. All right, let's look on here. That dolly track works really good. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm back to hover mode now. Let's try it with the bike. Let's put the beacon on the handlebar. And let's ride around the parking lot with the bike and see how it does with follow around the trees and stuff. I've seen some mountain bike demos with this one, and it does seem to be pretty cool. So let's see how that works out. All right, let's see how well it follows us. It's recording. So I'm gonna go ahead now, I'm gonna put the helmet on, and we're gonna let it stay in front of us so that when we're going down the trail, the rear obstacle avoidance, we'll see how that works together in this kind of live bike review here. So I'll go ahead and flip my hat around. I'm gonna put the helmet on. All right. Looking good so far. And now I can see my live view right here on the beacon, so I can kind of see what my frame up is. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start walking down this way. Let's see if it backs up. It looks like it's turning around. It's gonna follow us from the back, so we'll see how that works out. I don't believe it has any obstacle avoidance in the front, but it does stop, so it has some kind of a built-in AI follow. So let's just go ahead and check it out. Let's try out some of our different modes on the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and press the highest mode that I have and make it up this hill right here. Hopefully the drone's still back there. This is a super small little portable e-bike we have today. It's like the Ancheer foldable kind of city cruiser, but we'll see how it makes it through the trees. Seems to be doing pretty good back there. Now I'll stop real quick. It did stop, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch around the GoPro, and now you guys can see from the backside where it's going. Hopefully you can still see that in the live view. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. So this is where the last one kind of stopped. It ran into a tree right here. So we'll see how it does going through there. I want to turn around and look, but I still hear it back there. That's cool. So let's pick up a little bit of speed, see if it'll stay up with us. We'll see if it makes it around that tree. We should go down one of these real small trails. I'm just trying to trick it by zigzagging a little bit. I still hear it back there. I wonder how it's doing. What do you guys think? Is that pretty cool? Go close to these branches, see if it kind of gets close to those branches. Still back there, still following me. All right, let's go again. Go a little faster. We'll see how it does through the trees. Not bad. I can see on the live view on the handlebars. That's kind of cool. I can just glance down and sort of see where it's at and how it's doing, how close it's coming to things. So for something like for a reviewer, this is cool, because if you review mountain bikes or any type of bikes and things like that, like through the forest, this has been an issue for a lot of YouTubers to be able to film like something on the fly while not having to hold on to some kind of selfie stick. A lot of times we're using like some kind of selfie stick or something around the bike, and in this case I can use follow or I can use dolly fly if I have more room with a bike, and that's pretty cool. And it seems to do it at speed. I could go a lot faster through here. Now let's try this little section right here. I'm just gonna keep cranking these pedals. I don't want to see if this thing can scoot through even the smallest section through here. If it makes it through here, that'll be pretty impressive. I purposely didn't go through here earlier because I wasn't sure if it would make it through without hitting something. I don't really have faith in it. Let's see if it makes it out the smallest section of this trail. There's so much trees and branches through here. And wow, that's pretty impressive. All right.
Cheers, guys. I'm back from the flight test, and no, it's not just after I flew. It's actually 12 a.m. right now. I've been editing for the last 6 hours to get this video all tied up for you guys, and now I'm finally standing in front of the camera at midnight to give you my final thoughts after having some IPA and much editing, much heart and soul put into this video, thought, and so much into it, because I think that what they did here compared to where we started with the X1 is leaps and bounds. It's almost like GoPro invested in this company, and like a really large corporation just threw all this money and all this R&D at this product and made this entire new, completely new ecosystem with AI incorporated into it, all these cool flight modes. They added a transmitter this time, they added the beacon, they added the motion control, which I haven't even gone through all the stuff that I could show you in one single video. It's kind of crazy. So, you know, if you're on the fence about, well, should I buy a DJI Neo? Should I buy the Mini 3 because it's cheap? Should I buy the Mini 4? Well, they're all different types of drones. The Neo is a close-up little drone, more similar to something like the X1, the original one. Do I like this one versus the Neo? Maybe I'll compare it coming up, but the X1 Pro Hover, it's a completely different class, and it has so many different layers to this onion that I think once you get into it, if you decide to buy this first for, I think it was around $350 or $499, I can't remember, it's midnight. But if you buy into it at the base price, you'll have fun with this with your phone. It is a proximity style drone. It means just keep it close in. But the video that I came back with was really kind of fantastic. The voice integration into this as well, the AI assisted algorithm follow me in there with the beacon controller. If you're wanting to do some really pretty high speed, small selfie drone style, quick impromptu follow me, that actually works really good. It went through the woods amazingly well. No other drone I have had yet has made it through that bike path with all those twists and turns. And there are some almost 90-degree angles to go through and go around trees. And it doesn't look like it so much in the video, but when you're riding on the bike and you look behind you, all you can see is a tree off in the distance. And here that thing comes around the tree and still following you down the trail. So wherever AI is going with internal structure, components, and visuals for, and I'm talking about an AI algorithm visual that I can identify things out in front of its own camera, that's where the future of drones is headed. So I could go on and on about this tonight and you know, finish up this beer talking with you guys about this, because this guy, the Pro Max, this is what I would go for. If you're asking me, Justin, which one should I get? Get this one. If you can spend the extra couple $100 on the Pro Max edition, get this one with the case. Later on, get the controller. I think you're gonna have fun with it. If you're gonna do outdoor, awesome. If you are somebody who does YouTube, you'll love this. If you do e-bike reviews, you'll love this. If you do any kind of electric skateboard reviews or other things like that, you'll absolutely love it. It'll be like your second man camera, just kind of following around as you're talking, and it'll record your voiceovers, which is good because the video and the audio, it looks similar to what my GoPro can achieve. So with that said, grab the Pro Max. I think you'll like it, and yeah, you will not regret it. So if you want one and you enjoyed this video, you can find my link below for this one. And please do subscribe on the channel, become my Patreon, because here I am at midnight and I'm still working on this video. I'm not even finished yet, because now I got to go make the thumbnail for this thing and hope that the YouTube algorithm picks it up and makes it more popular. So if you enjoyed it, please click the like button. That also helps us. Make a comment. That helps us too. And again, please do subscribe. And I appreciate you for watching the videos, man. You guys are awesome and I love you. So thank you for watching drone camps all of these years. Cheers. See you on the next one.